like, Junebug teaming up with Mrs. Mime would have to be like, there's some like cataclysmic level event that they need her power to stop. And they're like, please, Mrs. Mime, join the good side. If the world gets destroyed, none of us live. And she's like, I guess. I'll help you this once. Remember that I did this for you. I won't show you this kindness again. And then Mrs. Mime saves the world. And everyone has to, like, be conflicted with the fact, you know what, I feel like we can replace Flash. Like, everyone has, like, that conflicting moment of, like, she's the villain. She's made our lives hell, but she saved us. And there's, like, the kind of thing, you know. If the time came, would she ever save them again? Was that it? Was that her one moment of kindness? Was it truly kindness? Was she just trying to get something? I don't remember what the milk does. You're right, plot for your stream names. Okay, I'll admit that did get a little away from me there. Where's Elba in this? Elba's what's called it. Elba, like, Idris Elba's horrific persona is going to destroy the world. This is it. This is my plot. It's the sequel to Cats 2019. But he's not playing the Cavity, he is just Idris Elba Cat Edition. And like, because everyone, all along, everyone thought Mrs. Mime was the villain. They thought she was like the worst it could be. They were like, she's been like Avatar, where they're like fucking Zuko, bad guy, villain, except rather than having a redemption arc, Mrs. Mime doesn't have a redemption arc like Zuko does. She just goes from, like, being the enemy to then being like, shit, we've got bigger problems, but we need someone to teach us how to firebend so we can defeat Idris Elba. And then Mrs. Mime's there like, I know how to control fire. But what will I get out of it? And they're like, shit. And they're like, we don't need Mrs. Mime. We don't need her. We're better than this. We can rise above. We can rise above needing her. And they're, yes, they're, like, teamed up. They're like, gonna stop Idris Elba and save the world. And they go to fight Idris Elba. And, they fail. They fucking die. It's like the fucking... I want to say something, but I can't because it's spoilers and there's people here that I want to play Guild Wars. But Batsy, it's like that fight. You know the one I mean. And they lose. And they're like, shit. And then the Amothecarist has to, like, patch them back together. Because he's like... The Amothecarist is the healer of the group. There's, like, the Amothecarist and the, Amothecarist is the Doctor Strange equivalent. See, I don't know enough to know about Doctor Strange, but I'm just gonna agree with you there. The Amothecarist and, like, the Familiars are, like, the healer of the group, so the Amothecarist has to patch them all back together. And they're like, shit, he's too strong, we can't beat him, we can't win. Like, the world's gonna be destroyed by Idris Elba. And they're like, we've got to do it, we've got to go to Mrs. Mime. And they go to her and she's like, I knew you'd come crawling back to me. She's, like, dramatically, like, posing across, like, a throne or something. I just assume Mrs. Mime has a throne room. So... she's just like draped across the throne. She's like, I knew you'd come back. You need me. You've always needed me. You're not better than I am. And, yeah, so then they have to, like, Mrs. Mime joins their team. And she shows them all how to be powerful. She makes them stronger, makes them better, but at what cost? What part of you, what part of yourself must you lose to embrace the power that Mrs. Mime can offer you? They win, they beat Idris Elba, they save the world. But what are they still themselves by the end of it? If they have to give up too much for them to still be the same people they were when they set out from the beginning, determined to save the world when no one else would. This nonsense. Will, I love your imagination, thank you. What this is the D&D plot for the one shot. Mrs. Mime just blast during sandstorm and Rick rolls. Oh, it's the fucking, no, you know what it is? It's the fruits are made me hungry, so I participant to find food. Man, you chose a time to come back, my dude.